slow down, building my empire in this buzzing town, casting my vision on the silver screen, my funded life, a vivid sheen, my funded futures, light the way.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Unbelievable. Wild. Absolutely wild. The volatility is unbelievable. Papa Trump with the tweets about the Straits of Hormuz and this and that, the ships being protected, S&P's rally. Then they say, no, we're taking the tweet down. They need it. Oil rallies. Oil gets kabooshed from 87 down to 77, then rallies from under 77 up to 87. Gold gets kabooshed and then rallies right back up. Unbelievable. How is everybody tonight? Welcome, everybody. I'm Stephen Kalayjian, and welcome to the Asia session here with MyFundedFutures, the best prop firm out there. Hands down, the best. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Okay. All right. Anybody new here? Anybody new? Let's put up a 1 here. All right. You can take a scalp short here on these S&Ps, 23, 25 up to 50. S&Ps 99 up to 06. Gold very strong here, still on the 30 and 60. Silver down $1 here. How about this crude oil? I got so many people trading crude oil now, it's insane, right? I think Nasdaq's about to get kabooshed off the 15s. I agree with you. We're in a sell disconnect here. That's why I said look to short it, okay? 25 up to 50, 55 range. How is everybody today? Anybody new? Hello, everybody. Who's this here? I should wear my glasses, actually. Luis White, hello. Okay. Raffle, DJ Danny, Papa Delt. Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right. Hot diggity dog. Man, I need a haircut. Crude, a complete beast. A complete beast here. Oh, fuck. Where's the Sanders trading? Oracle. Where's Oracle? Oracle, of course, beats. How much is this thing up? Up 10. Wonderful. Had the long on SanDisk here. Let's see what's going on. There goes the gold. There goes the Duke. SNDK. Don't tell me what. Oh, come on. I had the long right here. All right. Micron. What's up, Lee? How are you, my brother? I pray for you, Lee. All right. All right. There goes the gold. There goes the Duke. 8 o'clock. Let's see what happens here. What's going to happen here with this crude? Boom. Let's see here. Oil, gold. Really great. Unbelievable. So many people trading. So many people. And they're off at Belmont. There you go. And the bells. There goes the gold. I would take a scalp short on this gold here. 0580 up to 1480. You know, I want to talk to you about last night, right? Yeah, why not? Why not? Absolutely. I thought last night, Cold Freon, what's going on? I thought last night, I have to be honest with you, it was the second best night we've had. I think there was a night about a week ago, we had 7 phenomenal trades in the NASDAQ, 7 phenomenal trades on the S&P, about 8 or 9 on the 8 or 9 on silver and gold each. And let's go. And yeah, I thought it was really great. And you know, for those of you here, again, MyFundedFutures, hey, if you short the gold, look to cover below 04 here. Good. Thank you, Lee. Thank you for that. Okay. I hope everything's well, my brother. All right. And anybody new here, put a 1. My phone blew up last night. Wow, look at the gold drop. Gold just dropped 3. Martini. Yeah, so I really, wow, look at the gold just dropped. Gold just dropped 4. The way I look at the charts, I look at multiple time frames, 15, 30, and 60. I do use the 5, the 3, and all the other time frames for entries and exits. I have indicator right here, my 10-bar weighted moving average. MACD, negative MACD is blue over yellow, positive MACD, yellow over blue. ADX here, I use the ADX a lot here, combined with the big selling and buying pressure. I do look at my oscillator, the Cayenne here, and I do look at the my algorithm. And basically, the way I look at the market is based upon what you call not pattern recognition, combination methodology. So I'm looking at 3 time frames. Okay, I'm looking at 3 time frames, 5 conditions, and 10 strategies. Okay, all right. Nasdaq, if you're short, look to cover the scalp it, Mikey Jock, below 22. S&Ps here, look to cover between 96 and 98 and a half. Gold just dropped. Listen, everybody, I want you to understand, singles and doubles keeps the doctor away, right? Now, there are pattern trades today, okay? There are pattern trades today that were absolutely amazing, all right? So, for example, when you look at the underlying ETF like the spiders, okay? What happened? Hendricks, what's the matter? Uh-oh. So when you look here, you can see the negative MACDs on the 15 is above my pivot line. And then oh, look at this gold. That's a caboose. Schultze, get in there. Mikey Jacques, who caught the gold short, just dropped 6. Oh. How you guys doing? TT keep 4 keeps. All right. So anyway, who got the gold short? Nobody? All right. So when the 15-minute time frame reverses to sell here, pretty much looking at the underlying ETFs, the highs are in for the day, right? Okay. Hey, Darcy dropped $8. Oh my God, Rod trades. Mikey Jacques, get in there. On your practice account? Okay. All right. There goes the NASDAQ short. Mikey Jacques, who's short? The NASDAQ here. Oh, you got scared. What happened? Don't be scared. It's great. Just fell off the wall. American flag. All right. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Good evening, anybody. Let's see what this oil's doing. Now let's look at the crude here. Oh, so I was showing you the spiders. So when the spiders reverse to sell here on the 15-minute time frame, you can see this pattern here. The pattern reversed to sell here at 330, and then this push up right here was a really good short on the S&Ps right here. All right. Okay. All right. What's this crude doing here? Papa Trump with these tweets all day with this crude. Oh my God. All right. Anybody trading crude oil here? Oh, you know, MyFundedFutures I saw today allows you to trade the SICs. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that? Anybody know how to trade the SICs? I hear they're pretty active here. All right. NASDAQ, you could take a short here, 25,000, 30. I go 30 up to like probably 55, 60. S&Ps even to 06, 07. All right. Let's see here. What's silver doing? Silver. Oh my God, what happened? Not even moving that much here. Silver and gold. Silver is still bullish on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. What is SIC? It's a new micro. Shout out to the KA family. What's going on? Johnny M. Cool. It's a new contract. James, it's a new contract. It's not the greatest. So Pac-Man, but you bid it. You don't take offers, do you, Pac-Man Christopher? Right? Okay, there goes the S&Ps. There goes the NASDAQ. The 1/10 of the silver, correct. Whoa, some news just came out. Here we go. Something just came out. What happened to crude? Yep, crude just got kabooshed. Rough news from Asia. I don't know. Something came out here. Look to cover the this. I think this NASDAQ, as this thing drops here, something just came out. Crude just got absolutely kabooshed. I never used the Bloomberg Terminal. Yeah, I would go short NASDAQ. Yeah, but it just news must have come out. I would look to cover even to like 04, 05. NASDAQ 30 to 50 range. I cover shorts here. Oh, oil just rallied here. Trump just tweeted. Yep, Papa Trump just tweeted something. Here they're dropping. I'd be covering shorts if you sold into the range. It did not get stopped. S&Ps just dropped here. NASDAQ just dropped. Crude just rallied. T-Kim, what's going on? S&Ps, I'd be flat. NASDAQ, I'd be flat here. Wow. Whew. Look at these S&Ps and NASDAQ just drop. You got shorter. I'd be covering shorts here. between 30 and 40. S&Ps are back to where I said even. I'd be flat. What does be flat mean? Means if you're shorting into the range, you want to cover your shorts. You're flat means no position. Right? She gives and takes. You never got stopped out on that. I was even to 08 on the S&Ps. So ES keeps selling. No, you scale into a range, right? You ever hear, you don't do single lot entries. You know what single lot entries meaning? Selling at one price, right? Well, something happened for them to shoot up like that and oil spike down. So basically, that's a pencil up. And what you like to do is try to buy the pullback. What you ask me? So if you're shorting 08 even to 08 and a half, your stop is 10 and a half. And then you scale in. So maybe you scale in every 2 or 3 points, right? NASDAQ, you got to scale in at least every 10. Okay? Gold just got kabooshed. I'm sick to my stomach. I was buying spiders right near the bell around the 676, 25, 30. I was like the lows there. Of course, they rally right back up here. Hey, Ethan. All right. That's why I said should have went long down there, dummy. All right. But why add to a losing position? That's not. I don't get this question. i.e. plans oil release for strategic reserves. This is such nonsense to do this. There's more oil than we know what to do with. So, Robert, to be bluntly honest with you, you're not adding, you're scaling. So, Robert, how do you trade? So let's just stop right here. I'm not moving any further. So I want to understand this, though. So it's called scaling in and scaling out. Okay. So are you just selling something at one price and then hoping it's going to drop? Okay. Or are you just like, so basically my methodology, okay, just to be perfectly clear with everybody, I traded with the #1 guy in the world, okay, okay. Whenever we took a position, we didn't go in and buy X amount of S&P contracts at one price. We knew a number of contracts we wanted to buy, okay, and we scaled into the position. There's a difference between scaling into a position and averaging down, okay? Scaling into a position. This is nonsense. They're going to release. Okay, there's an abundance of oil. This again, they're playing with the markets. This is unbelievable, these tweets that come out. Okay, so I don't understand. So if you're going to do a single lot entry, I'm not the guy for you. Single lot entry means you're hoping that you're going to hit the ball out of the park. 3-2 pitch, bottom of the 9th inning in the World Series. This is impossible. The odds are against you to do a single lot entry, right? So my methodology has helped thousands and thousands of traders around the world understanding the methodology. And there's 2 things that'll make you a great trader: how to scale into a position and how to execute your orders properly, right? And if you can't do that, I have to say one thing: good luck. And I really mean it, because I'm not here, okay, after 43 years of experience, all right, I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to teach you. I'm happy to educate you, okay? But I'm not here to understand a question. Gold should have been bought down there. Yeah. Okay, 94s. But to educate you to the point that when you're taking a trade to do a single lot entry, in my calculation or mean reversion that you may want to say, gives you a very, very low probability of success. Okay. And I've been doing this. I traded over nearly 2 billion shares in my life. Okay. And I've traded, I can't even tell you how many contracts, how many billions of dollars in Forex in my life. One position alone was $280 million in the Forex. So, and even then, when I was scaling into the pound dollar or the euro dollar or the dollar yen or the Swiss yen or New Zealand dollar yen or Aussie yen, I was always scaling in. Okay, if I was going to do $30 million, $40 million Aussie yen, I was scaling into a position. Okay. All right. Now the 15-minute time frame is going to reverse the buy here with a close above 16. If you get that close above 16, okay, if you get above a close above this 16, okay, you're going to get a buy reversal. Then we're going to have to buy pullbacks. I'm mad at myself. Should have went long here on the, if you want to take a scalp short, 12.5 up to like 18.5. So what did I just call, Robert? I said you could take a scalp short based upon the MACDs non-confirming the highs if they get up there on the 30 and 60. So let's say you say, okay, I'm going to go and short 7 or 8 micros on the S&P. Okay. All right. So maybe you start off by selling, I'll sell 1 at 13. You say maybe you'll sell 2 or 3 at 15 or, 14.5 or whatever. It's an art, not a science, right? Okay. Can you buy gold? Not now, you can't. S&P's just dropped 3. Wow, gold's exploding. Yeah, you would go 2 point. No, you could do 1.5. It depends on the volatility. Here, let's say, for example, I call a short here in gold. Look at short gold, 2010.5 to 19.5. Let's just say I'm calling a short here now. Okay, so now you have to determine how many contracts you want to take. Okay. All right. How many? You have to think I have an accent. How many contracts you want to take into that range? Okay, into that range. Okay, so if you're shorted the gold right now, okay, now I would say look to buy gold back between 06 and 09, right? So if you got some gold shorts up there, right? Thank you. Long's looking good. Okay. You're in on the S&P long or short, Robert? Look at this. There's no reason to again, you can short this gold here, 10.5 to 09.5. There's no reason to reserve the oil, like to release oil. If you short the S&Ps, they just dropped here. NASDAQ just got kabooshed. I think they pull in here hard. Okay. I think they pull in. S&Ps just dropped. Well, with the shorts, no, you said you're in S&P, no position. All right. So you see here, you're making new highs here, but the MACDs cannot confirm the highs on the 30. Right here, you can see and they're not making new highs on the 60 right here. See that? So if you draw your horizontal line, the MACDs are not confirming the Asia session here. Okay? Saying what? The scaling in, scaling out? Wow, look at this S&P's drop. Just dropped 7. NASDAQ just got kabooshed. Same pattern. NASDAQ and S&P could not confirm the highs. And I think this is bearish news, if you ask me. 81. What's crude doing? Crude had to have rallied. Yep, off the low. Oh, yeah. 81. Wow. Now, this oil's going to, 15's reverse, so you got to look to short oil on the rally here. All right. Gold, look to cover the gold anywhere between the 09.5 and 12.5 range if you're short. Wow, what a look at this. Anybody short gold? Gold dropped nicely. NASDAQ getting kabooshed, down 30. S&Ps just dropped 8. Laura, Laura, I trade everything. I can't trade. I've added my favorites, the S&P futures. Of course, I'll be trading CPI tomorrow. Of course. I love red numbers. Are you kidding me? Yodo, good job being short. Not only, so here's the thing. Not only did the fifth on this push up, did the MACDs not confirm the highs with the negative MACDs on the 30 and 60 on the S&P and NASDAQ futures, the 15-minute time frame couldn't confirm the highs. Okay? Okay, target's 30. Oof. Good luck. Yeah, I hope so. Okay? Kaboom on gold. Oh, this nice bear flag on the oil. Look at these S&Ps drop 9. Silver. Well, fruits of Christ. I hope you covered some down there. Oh, geez, gold. So oil just dropped $1. Come on. See the ADXs are rising here. This is a double red short. You want to see the push up to get short. Journey of 1631. You could just text me and I'll teach you. It depends on the volatility on the range. Okay, it determines the range. If anybody has any questions, you could just text me and I'll call you after the stream. 914-500-7484. I'm willing to help anybody out here. Anybody, for that matter. S&P is right back up. Look at this. All right. Yeah, Raphael, I'll definitely teach you. I would scalp short this gold again here, 20, 21 and a half, 20 and a half, 21 and a half, up to 30. Or 20 here, 22 up to like 31 on the gold. It's just trading crazily. NASDAQ making this is such nonsense. There's an abundance of oil. And they're doing this. This is so, oh my God, this is so wrong. I got to tell you, I love Papa Trump. This really blows my mind now. I'm not joking around. This really blows my mind. You don't do this. See, if I could just tell you one thing, and I'm telling you, please don't take this the wrong way. I've been doing this game over 43 years. The game is completely rigged. I'm telling you right now. I've seen it all. Okay? Anytime there's an aberration in the market, just buy them. They'll do whatever they can to make them go up. Okay? You got to understand there's an act called the Taft-Hartley Act. Okay? And I believe it goes back to the 40s. And the institutions have to be net long, right? Which means they use that money, okay, to fund pension funds. So, for example, let's say you live in Missouri and you got, I don't know, the people who drive the buses right? And then next thing you know, right, they got to make sure that the equity markets are elevated, because as people pour money in, they need that money. It's almost like, I hate to say, it's like a big Ponzi scheme. More and more people put money in every month, but the equity, gold's dropping, look to cover below 21. S&Ps look to short 13 up to 21. NASDAQ 83 up to 13. And so what you got to do is the money comes in every month out of people's paychecks. They put it right back into the market, right? But if the market is ever down, there was 2 times in the last 25 or 26 years, 2000, 2001, where the market was down. And every state was panicking. Oh, we're underfunded. We're underfunded. And then the states would have to raise taxes to offset the underfunded pensions, because they're not allowed to short. They just make the market go up and up and up. In my lifetime, I'll never see a 6,000 down like I saw in 08. Okay? I saw it, 6,800. Okay? All right? I want to buy oil here soon. Oil higher, yes. Sorry. But you understand, this is the mindset. If you ever think of any big aberration, excluding, well, the 9/11, right? But you had the long-term capital gobbled up, okay? You had, right, you had long-term capital, which I was part of. I didn't do it, but I don't look at order flow or heat map. I look at price action. Gold's dropping. S&P's just dropped 5. Okay. So anyway, what I'm saying is, then you had 2001. Then you had a couple of recessions. You had the 08 subprime market with Bernanke. Oh, subprime markets remain contained. Give me a break. Gold's dropping here. And then you had COVID. You had in between 08 and COVID in 12 years, you had a couple hiccups here, right? Gold's dropping. I would lower your stops if you're short to gold, right? And so basically, they want the market to go up. So I'm long gold. Okay, good luck. So basically, yeah, I missed that gold long on that push down. But basically, what you want to do, okay, is understand that I always tell people you have to think like them. So that's why the market's elevated here. Now, do I think there's going to be a time when all these gaps get filled down to 5,200? Of course, something's going to come out, but you just buy them. Just like what happened back last March, right? And I told you, the S&Ps were 48.32 Sunday night, 48.32 with all the tariff nonsense, right? And everybody's like, oh, Trump this, Trump that. I'm like, buy everything. I'd buy them, right? And then next thing I know, we came in Sunday night, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was here. Okay, gold, I would lower your stops. And the next thing I know, S&Ps were 48.92. And then I read on the internet, we're going on 3,600. This one, that one, this one. I'm like, are these people crazy? I said, they're not going to they're not going to what do you call it? They're not gonna let the market break the breakout level of 4,800. I called some of the biggest funds. I said, I'd buy everything. They said, we agree. But you go on the internet, some of the top people, I'm not going to mention names. One person, I have a degree in this, I have a degree in that. I go, great, love it. We're going at 3,600. I'm like, never happening. Right? Never happening. Right? And then next thing, there goes the gold drop, and NASDAQ, S&Ps just dropped. And then next thing you know, we came in, market opened at 49.32, and they exploded and never looked back. Never back. So I'll tell you a great story. I was on with Maria Barteron. I know Maria pretty well, right? And so I'm on, okay, and look at this gold drop. Look at this gold drop on the short. Good job. Where's the silver dude just now? Oh my God. On the run up on silver. Yeah, silver's bullish here on the 30 and 60s. Wow. This was the long on the 5-minute. That should have bought this. That was the same time that gold got down to the right here on the gold against the 30 and 60. Right here on the gold. 94. Boom. Just ran almost 30 points. So you should make a higher low here on gold. You got a double blue buy. You got to look to buy this gold on any pullback here. Damn, Denny, get in there. So I went to go see Maria, invited me to be on the show one year, and I'm in the green room. This is a true story. And I'm in the green room with a Reagan advisor and this guy, and then Keith McCullough from Hedge, whatever his thing is. Nice guy. We're talking about our kids and sports and everything. So he gets called out, right? And then Denny, great job, brother. And then next thing I know, they call me out like a half hour later or 30 minutes, 25 minutes later. And I see there's a 3-minute, the camera's blinking. It's 3 minutes before we get, hey, Steve, how are you? Hey, Maria, how's it going? Bada bing, bada boop, bada bop. And she said, is that what he quoted on? He quoted on the silver long? That's for Denny. We got to get a better bull. This one sounds like, I don't know. Anyway, so next thing I know, Maria turns to me. We're talking chit-chat back and forth. She says, Steve, she said, Keith thinks we're going to have a recession. And this is 2016. And I said, don't ever let it happen, Maria. And she's like, who won't let it happen? I said, the Federal Reserve will not let it happen. I said, it's an election year, Maria. They're not going to let it happen. This oil should have been bought. If this gold gets down, let's see. If this gold can get down, I want to see if this gold just rallied 6 just now. So I said, Maria, I don't think they're not going to let it happen. She said, who? I said, the Federal Reserve won't let it happen. So this guy got so freaking nuts at me that during the interview, he was attacking me kind of thing. I wasn't attacking him. We weren't even on the air. So if you watch the clip with me and Maria, I'm sitting on a stool, and I was about 240 pounds. I was working out. I don't know. And he just got me crazy. If you watch, I keep inching off the chair. I had thoughts of like jumping over at him. Can you believe it? Anyway, enough with that. But all right. You think I have you think I have an accent? Really? Hey, Forex Elite. Que sera, sera. I had a good day today. Not one losing trade. Not one losing trade yesterday. He went crazy. He because I always told, and my good friend Chris says to me all the time, Stephen, in all the years I've known you, the one thing I will tell you that I hear all the time in my head is you have to think like them. You have to think like them. And that's the truth. You have to think like them. You got to think like the Federal Reserve. You got to think like the big boys, the big people. Oh, Maria just looked at me. And she's like, after I say goodbye to her, she said, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I got it." She goes, so that's that. I want to see this oil rally a little bit more. If this crude oil can get up to the, I would say 83.95 to 84.95, I would probably look to short it here. S&Ps just dropped 7 off the highs. NASDAQ just dropped about 30 off the high. You got to think like a criminal. That's what I always say. Because I think come on. First of all, there's no reason to let, strategic reserves. We produce more oil than anybody. Okay? So it is what it is. You're not eating your bone? Hendricks? My boy, he's such a good boy. I'm waiting for this bear flag. 88 should have been shorted. Yeah, but I missed it here, though. This was the buy. S&P and NASDAQ should get another push up here. I'm looking just for a little bit more of a pullback here. Well, the YM futures, all you got to do is YM futures. Same thing. Boom. That's the same thing. And if you want me to help you, I can help you. Let's see here. I would look to Aussie dollar, AUD, USD. What are you doing? This is the one. Where's it rallying? The 15s are going to roll over here. What's the 30 doing? Hold on. 30s are going to roll over. Are you short or long? I would wait to short crude. Hold on 1 second. Crude, I gave a range already. 83.95 to 84.95. It didn't get there. It got to 83.88. Aussie dollar. Are you short the Aussie dollar? I couldn't tell. Or long the Aussie dollar? I guess you're short. So you're going to get one more push up here on the Aussie dollar. Where are you short this Aussie dollar? Yo. Yeah, I want to buy the gold. Should be bought on a pullback. S&Ps, if they get down to the probably 90. Oh, this Aussie dollar is it doesn't move that much. This S&Ps, what's the 10 bar? Let's see the S&P's 96.5, 03.5 range. If it gets down there. Come on, the gold should drop.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. So I'm thinking here, what's a 60-minute time frame? Ooh, you got to be careful with the Aussie dollar here. Because if this 15 reverses to buy, you got to buy pullbacks. All right. It's stuck. Hey, David. How are you, David? Oh, Jesus. All right. Crude's bullish on the 60, bearish on the 30, bearish on the 15. Oh, bullish on the 30. All right. Let's see if you get one more push down here. This is a good long here on the buy divergence here. So oil made a new, look at this oil, 77, 76, 73. So here in the Asia session, the 15s reversed to buy. You get the buy. This should have been bought here, the 81 level. Hey, David, how are you? All right. Hi, sir. How are you? How's Greenland? Yeah, I'd buy S&Ps if they get down to the 03.5 to 96.5. Gold's dropping. Gold's got a little bit further to go here. I'd be really careful with this gold. The 30-minute time frames look like they want to roll over here. There's a 30 right here on the gold. Here's a 30, see? But still bullish, though. See the new highs? Could not confirm the Asia market move here. What's the safest tight area on crude to short? I wanted to see crude get up to the even level, but it just got kabooshed. Got up to 88 and just dropped $1. Just missed it by 12 cents. All right. Yeah. Want to see if this gold can drop a little bit more. I didn't give a gold short. I'm looking to buy the gold on a pullback. It just ran 6, 5. Okay, I hope you guys signed up for the raffle tonight. Okay, you got 16 minutes to sign up. There goes the S&P. The S&P and NASDAQ going to go here. You're not going to get this low. So we're still low on the S&Ps here. 06. S&Ps get down to 98 to 06. They're going to go here. NASDAQ's going to go. There you go. NASDAQ. 53, just ran 20. They're going to turn up here. Oversold, positive MACD, oversold, rising ADX. Come on, this thing should have bought this. There goes the gold. Yeah, it should have been bought there. If these let's see here. Wow, S&Ps just ran. Jesus, Steven. If we leave Iran, I think we'll have I think everybody's anticipating we'll probably go to 7,200 and then 7,500. Then I think you short the world. Oh, good job, Simon. You're gonna get a sharp rally there. This what you got to worry about right here. These 30s getting to get cabooshed here. Damn, what was the low on the gold? 13.5. That's twice. Or 14. This is the 13. Or where's this one? This one got down to 13.5. Thoughts on leverage ETFs? I love them. Like, are you talking about like the UPRO, like that? These things move. You talking like UPRO, or you talking like SPXLs, like that? Two times. Oh God, look at this oil. Look at this gold. I would be again, I took a short here on the gold. 23.5 up to like 31, 32. Again, you're making new highs here, non-confirmation here. And crude just got cabooshed again. That's stabilizing. They killed the crude. Yeah, I think it's I think you above 23.5, you can start. What the hell is VTI? What is this? VTI. What is this thing? Vanguard, total stock market. I don't know. Why not just trade the spiders and the Qs? Why make it difficult? VEA. I don't even know what the volume in this thing is. Well, why not just trade the TQQQs? Could trade these things both sides. Monstrous, right? I mean, you make 30 cents, 40 cents in this thing, right? Take the short here, boom. 50.74. What's SNXX? What is this thing? Gold, I would lower your stops if you're short. News reports U.S. destroyed 16 Iranian mine boats to protect Straits of Hormuz. Okay, and this thing's going to be over in the next day. Okay. The hell's this thing? 2 times long daily ETF. SanDisk? 2 times long? Let's see. I was short in SanDisk at 36. So let's see what this thing is. 39.02. Well, you open up my, okay. Oh, it's investments? I would only wait for aberration in the market. Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention. If you want to buy the NASDAQ, you could take a long here, probably like 25 to 55 S&Ps, 98.5 to 06.5, or 99 to 06.5. I'm going to watch this. I just want to see what the volume is for the day. 11 million. All right. SN, what's the symbol? SNXX. All right. There goes the gold. Again, you can scalp short the gold, 25.80 to probably 33.80. 300. Okay. If you want to know what I'm doing, Andrew, just call me. 914-500-7484. I still think you're going to get one more push up here on the NASDAQ. It's got down to 52. Big number tomorrow, CPI. Okay. Yes, of course, my money funded a prop firm. Absolutely. Without my money, cover the gold anywhere between the 20 and 24. I look to cover. My money, I had $1 billion line of credit. So I basically, oh my God, yeah. Oh, it was monster. You guys got 7 minutes to sign up for the raffle. NASDAQ, I said 25 to 55. I look to buy it. What else are we doing here? All right. Where's that paper? S&P's right back up. Just ran 3. NASDAQ just ran 13. You're going to get, when you have the ADXs rising like this, you got to buy the pullback on the 5-minute time frame, right? I'm not early. I called a range, 25.80 to 33.80. Yes, $1 billion line of credit. Absolutely. Back then, it was unheard of to have anything like that. You can't do single lot entries. So first of all, okay, so let's just do this here. Okay. If you're short the gold here, okay, and you're short the gold, where's the 1-minute bar? You shorted the gold here. I said, look to short the gold here, right? Pagavi, and then it drops to 20, and you don't cover. What are you looking for? 100 handles? All right, now you can start covering gold below 24. So if I say look to cover, okay, right? Okay. No, I have not. That's not true at all. That is not true, yo. Okay, that is not true. That is absolutely not true. Okay? All right. So when I said, and that's not true, this was the long, okay, that's not true. If you're looking to buy, I got to address this here. If you're looking to buy on the NASDAQ 25 to 55, your stop would be about, I think it would be 15, 10 to 15. That's not true, yo, or you, whatever your name is. Okay. So basically, if you're short here, right, Pagev, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, right? And then it drops, okay, you either cover some and lower your stop to break even. If you shorted it here, okay, and it drops 3 or 4, you cover some or you lower your stop to break even. Okay, you short here again, right? You sell maybe 2580s, you sell, I don't know, what's the high here, or maybe you sell some 26s and it drops to 23, 24. You cover some and then you trade it in that way. Cover means a win. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. What I'm trying to say is this was the, okay, I go back to the 5-minute time frame. This was the long, this was it. This was this first short. Here dropped, and here. That's it. I tried to buy it. I said I thought this was a buy here. I was waiting for a little lower. Okay. It never happened. Christopher, what are you talking about? Christopher. Christopher, what are you talking about? You got to think like these criminals, period. Oh, not with me? Okay. Okay. You could type it in for me, Yodo. 914-500-7484. 914-500-7484. Can we long NASDAQ here? No, not yet. I would not look to buy it. The Raffle laugh a lot. You need to go to MyFundedFutures YouTube and you got to sign up. You better hurry. You got 2 minutes. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it that. It's the Raffle gets turned off at 9 o'clock. Okay. All right. GOD up, take profit 230. What? I don't know. CPI number. What do you think? CPI number tomorrow. Oh my God. Look at this. 83.88. They cabooshed the oil. This oil is going right back down to 71. 71 on the oil. If you're short from 080, I probably would have covered some down at 55.60. Silver reversed to buy on the 15. Let me see. If it did, then you have to buy it because then you're in a positive trend. Okay, good. You got to look to buy silver now. You could short silver and then look to buy silver. You can short silver on the non-confirmation on the high. So if this silver gets to 89.60 to 80 to 90, 10, 15, there goes the S&Ps. Then I would look to short it and then look for a pullback. Yeah, but I don't think the inflation number, I don't think the oil numbers are in here yet, to be honest with you. All right, what time is it? All right, the raffle is officially closed. What would I look at? I would look for some type of a buy divergence here. If this silver drops somewhere between the 88.55 and 88.55 and 89.15, I would look to buy the silver here. What would make me want to buy oil? Let me see. I was short the big ones on a Sunday night. The oil was trading 08, and I told my guy, look at the gold drop. I said, put some offers out. Go 112, 116, 120. And big ones, the big contracts, right? And no, it does not. Silver and gold do not sometimes trade together. And then I said, Johnny Fonts, it's after 9 o'clock. That's why. Johnny, okay. So I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I see the high in crude is 119.42. So I know I'm already filled on the 12s and 16s, right? And next thing I know, I was trading 115.65. I went right back to bed. I couldn't even care less. I hope you guys cover it. Now, if this gold reverses to buy on the 15-minute time frame, we're gonna have to look to buy pullbacks here. Okay, this gold's gonna reverse to buy on the 15. You see it right here. Well, I hope when the gold dropped to 21, Pagav, I said look to cover below 23.5. All right, I would look to cover below 23.5. If you want to trade NASDAQ, just watch oil. I don't agree with that. Oil just rallied and NASDAQ just dropped. So I don't get that. You tried from 8:30 and the form was not opening. I'm not sure. So when the oil made a new low here, you made a non-confirmation on the 15, right? So oil just kaboomed. Look at this oil, $1.50 like nothing. Sell NASDAQ. All right, let's just see. I didn't say that. I wouldn't do that. I didn't say look to oil to NASDAQ. All right. Hey, Jack Z, congratulations. There you go, Jack Z. Freaking oil. You got with the 15 reversing the buy, you're looking for a nice pullback on silver. And let's see where the Nasdaq did here. Nasdaq should be if you bought the Nasdaq here below 55, we were 25 to, you could just make 810 if you like. And the S&Ps, I said 6.5. I don't know what they got down to here. Oh, 6 3/4. Again, if you're short the gold, I would look to cover below the 23.5, 23.70. You can't do single oilless printing. Let's see. Yep. So the 15, remember the 30 and 60-minute time frames are bullish here. Look. So when you made the new low here on the 30-minute time frame, the MACDs did not confirm. 81.7. If you look at the 60-minute time frame, MACDs did not confirm. See that? You're waiting for 25,100. Yeah, let's okay. All right. You guys all sign up for the stream tonight? All right. There goes the yes. Anybody get the Nasdaq? Probably only got gold short 30.70. There you go. Next. There goes the gold PAGAV. What am I? Could you please HK what? And JP? No, the form does not close. Look at the gold drop. Silver's dropping in the range here. What's that? Hang Seng? Up 900 on silver. I said short the silver, look for the pullback. That's the strategy, right? You short, right? You're up 211. This gold, this so If you want to take a scalp short on oil here, 84, 84.35, 84.50, 84.35.45 to 85, 85.20. Gold dropping. Wow, Yodo. There you go, Sean. There you go. The form closes at 9, correct. All right. Silver, okay. 15 just reversed the buy, put you into a positive trend. Look at this gold. I don't have the symbol list for that, though. What's the symbol on TradeStation for the... Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. PAGAV. I hope you're covering shorts, PAGAV. That's a great, Freebird, that's a great question. I go to for the session. I go for the session. Okay. Oil, if you're short, look to cover below 30. I'd scalp the short. That's all. Gold should get gold. If gold gets down to the 14.5, 21.5 range, I look to buy it on the gold. You should get one more push up on gold. NASDAQ S&Ps should start turning up here. Again, the ADXs are rising on the S&Ps on the 5. You got the long on silver. I gave the range 88.55 to 89.15. There goes the gold. Buy entry. I said, what did I say here? I said 13.5 to 21.5, right? Right here. That was the beautiful bull flag. Or you can go 12.5 to 20.5 range. Just ran 4, Frank. Long NASDAQ at 60. Okay, raise your stop. I would raise your stop. Gold just ran 5. Silver on the long. Absolute Picasso just ran 10 on silver. If you have a $2,000 downside, I would only probably trade the index futures. I wouldn't trade gold because I don't think, or silver, don't give you enough to trade. I probably, if I had to, I would probably, oh my God, look at the gold rally, 6. There goes the silver. Okay. I think you have to wait if you have a $2,000 drawdown. Like, I'll give you an example. Like silver was a perfect example. Reverse to buy on the 15, correlated with the 30 and 60. You buy the first pullback on the 5-minute. Okay. All right. Gold is a double blue buy, which means a 5-minute time frame correlated with the 30 and the 60. You take the long, right? So gold reverses the buy here. It correlates with the 60, the 30, but not the 15. A buy disconnect. Beautiful long here below 20, and boom. I think you trade more patterns like that if you have a $2,000 drawdown. That's what I would do. Oh my God. I was exhausted today. I traded so much. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, prop firm. No, I don't want to do that. NASDAQ pushing up. S&Ps missed it by a quarter. Look at these S&Ps. Ran 6. There goes the NASDAQ. 52 to 74. Do you think you could do micro crude? Yeah, I do. I think if you really want to, oil just got kabooshed. I hope you guys took the short here. Okay. I said, look to cover shorts below 30. You know, this SIC is a pretty good instrument. A lot of people in my Discord are trading it on the silver. Do you guys know what it is? S&P long was 06.5. The low was 06 3/4. So today, when crude was trading under 77, somebody in my Discord said, so you know this poly market thing? I invented this like 7 years ago. Okay, I actually went before the SEC on it. So somebody said, Who's going to go to 67 and fill the gap? I said, over, under, 67. Everybody get over, except 3 people. Oil just dropped $1. Anybody short the oil? When oil is pushing up like this, and I left the 60 up here for a reason. Where's oil going when the oscillator is turning down? Oil just dropped $1. Does everybody see that? I just gave you an oil short, Billy Gibbs. If loss comes in profit, what? Then trailing, I have no idea. Saki Shaha, if loss comes in profit, then the trailing sell would be caught in the review. Oh my God. Where's the Johnny Walker? Oh my God. Me and Johnny. Oh. I don't understand what you mean. Tried to buy that. This gold is going to turn up big here off the 5. You have to be very selective if you have a $2,000 drawdown, yes. Or I would go for a bigger account. S&P's new highs. NASDAQ almost new highs. Gold just rallied 7. Silver now became a dog. Oil just got cabooshed. I said, look to cover shorts in oil below the 84.30. Oil just dropped $1.20. MyFundedFutures does, from what I understand. Anybody new out here? Anybody wants a 5-day free trial, please text me your full name and email to 914-500-7484. Thank you. Yes, I agree. I think you're going to be right on the short, to be honest with you, on the NASDAQ. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to show you why on the NASDAQ. I think you're going to be right. I think the NASDAQ's got to be shorted on every high. Look, Andrew, I agree with you. Look at this, Andrew, right here. Okay? Do you see this bear flag? You're getting overbought into this negative MACD. I mean, I'd like to see it get a low higher, okay, for the short. So 25,090 to 25,120. I'd probably look to short the NASDAQ. Gold just ran 9. S&P's new highs. Same thing with the S&P's here. You see this? Jesus Christ. I can't even type. All right, gold. I was short this gold again. 30 and a half up to 39 and a half. If it gets up there. There goes the oil. I mean, silver just rallied like 25 cents. No, I don't think there's any correlation between crude and NASDAQ. Man, was I busy today. Oof. All right. Oil, gold just pushed up there again. Like if you sold gold above 30, 30 and a half, just look to cover below 28. Just scalp the short. Why don't you have water, Sean? All right, we're going to do the raffle at 9:50. So I hope a lot of you are in here. Whoa, look at the gold drop. All right, S&Ps are down 2 from the highs there. I have no idea. All right, anybody short the gold above 30? You're long the S&P. Good job. Okay. 67.95. Good job. Wow, look at the gold drop. Link didn't work for me. It's after 9. Fill the coolers. Look at this gold drop. My God, look at the gold. Kaboosh. Again, making new highs. 9 confirmation. Wow. Who shorted the gold up there? Jennifer, you here tonight, Jennifer? Oh, my God. That's a kabooshin. I love that bear sound. I love when they go down.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's how you read it. The MACD is non-confirming the 30 and 60. Why would you short before a CPI number? Billy Gibbs, it makes no sense to me, brother. Oh, my God. Look at this gold. Look at this gold drop. Okay, gold was up. Yeah, okay. You trade them both ways, David. Hey, Gustav, how you been, brother? All right, Drift VB. Drift VB, you should anybody new you should just all text me. I'd like to hear how your trading is going. I guess that's why I give out my phone number. Also, I have a podcast called The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly on my SK Trading YouTube. You guys should watch that. Quite bad. What happened? Yes, my number is Drift VB 914-500-7484. If you're short the S&Ps, just look to cover between the 09 and 12 if you're short. 914-500-7484. All I know is I went to go get something to eat. My friend said to me, "You look like hell." I said, "I traded so much today, I can't even tell you. Spiders, Qs, GLDs. Oh my God. Crude? Sorry. I need more screens. Crude, we called a short here at I said 80, 88.25 up to 89.15. I know, I love it too. Yeah. Then text me on WhatsApp, same number. You know, Jeff, right? If I was just able to stand here and have two clerks, right? One just for commodity or index futures, one just for stocks. But, all day long, speaking and teaching and this and that all day long, plus maintaining positions, plus working with different institutions and hedge funds and family offices. It's just a lot. And I just think that I'm shot at the end. It's a lot. But I'm here and I want to teach everybody, and that's the most important thing. I got cut. S&Ps got all the way down to 18 again. Rallied 6. Crude died. Doom Lord. You got to have a certain passion to want to do this, right? Baba is B-A-B-A, not Bebe. I can't. Are you crazy? You can't retire. When you get action like this, and you just can't retire. I do need the Traders Cafe. Thank you, Little Root. Thank you. That means a lot. I really do. All right. 20 minutes for the raffle. And this is, I'm giving you a chance. If you guys, anybody wants to just text me or talk about the markets or any glitches that you have or things I can help you with to overcome. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just going to be honest with you. Okay. But I will tell you that I'm here for you guys if you ever want to talk. All right. Today, I almost lost my mind because the markets were moving so fast and the charts could not update. Even at the end of the day, when we were looking here, at the end of the day, I called a really great long and I was buying spiders. And there was about $1.2 billion to buy on the bell. And the S&Ps, I'll show everybody here. on the S&Ps. I think my group might remember this part. Right here, I called a really great long on the S&Ps. I think it was 82. I think it was 877 to 84, right? And it got down to 82.5, and then it traded back up to 85. Then it dropped down to 83 again, and then it pushed up. Then it dropped here again to 84. It was about 1.1 first it was 700 million to buy, then it went to 1.4 million to buy, and then it just went kaboom right here to 98 or 88. So it rallied, actually went to here, 88. As this 4 o'clock, yeah, right here, 1900. And then so it rallied around 5 or 6 right here. And after hours, Oracle's earnings came out, and then it got kaboomed. Okay. And flatlined here, and then even more kaboom. We're going to release more oil. And even they say on TV, it's not the demand for the oil. We have an abundance of oil. Right? Okay. Yes, I would be looking for longs on silver. The only problem you have with silver, okay, and I'm going to show you here, okay, is every new high is going to run into a roadblock here, Kelly. Look, you see here, that's why I called the short above 65, right? The MACDs are not confirming the high here on the 30 and 60 for the Asia session. So, all right, S&Ps to get up to 15 to 22, I'd be shorting. Yes, they have to be completed by 4 o'clock. They're a good broker, but my stuff freezes. My stuff freezes. Gold just rallied. Silver right back up. Kelly, did you get the long on the silver below 75 here or 80? It just ran 20. You have no idea. I have videos where the S&P futures were frozen, and the spiders. I'm sorry, S&Ps were working on one chart, frozen on the other, because I have the 3-minute up and the 5 and the 15. The spiders and the Qs 9 minutes before they were updated this morning. I almost wrecked the whole office. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Yes, 90. Yes. I'm telling you, it's been like that. Just bull. What's the matter, my boy? You want to go home soon? You don't want your bony? Trade Station. But for my institutional orders, I use, I believe it's Morgan Stanley. I don't put the orders in. My guy does it. Oh, brother. Mama. All right. Let's see here. Anybody have any questions at all while it's just quiet? Anybody? We have the raffle in about 14 minutes here. Hey, Louis White. How are you, Luis? Let's see if this gold can get kabooshed here off the 30s. S&Ps hit 15. You could just look to scalp it between the 12.5, 11.5, and 13.5 range. Gold just dropped 3. Silver just dropped. I don't look at structure and sweeps. The roadmap is the CPI number comes out at 8:30. That's the roadmap. I'm not getting, no great trader jumps in front of that. Did crude just completely die? Wow. My God, nothing's going on. Fair value gap at 60. I think it should drop. Very quiet. I'm actually working on that though. It's funny you said that. What happened, my big boy? Huh? We love your daddy. Oh, my big goose. Yeah, my big. Yeah, you know what? Take this with the I'm tired, right? I'm tired. I want to go home. Go home with Daddy. Oh man. MyFundedFutures is the best. I swear to God, the best. I have to tell you, you know, today a guest walked in and Henny growled so loud the walls were shaking. S&P's right back up. And Nasdaq, I said 90 up to 25,120. Oh, no, oil's starting to get caboose. This was a short in oil here, right? Off the 5. And when you get the push up like this with the 60s turning down, right? Stephen, who are you talking about, Stephen Lolito? Nah. All right, let's see if this NASDAQ. Stephen, who are you talking about, Stephen? If you don't mind me asking. AD, how are you? You know what's really funny is that here it is again. Oil drops what? The biggest one-day drop, and now it's down. You know, oil today was down, I think, 17% at one time. And the gasoline's still high. These criminals, right? These absolute criminals. Come on, 44, the Punisher. Zill, the form is only, you have to do the form by 9 o'clock, Zill, every single day. By 9 p.m. Baba. A real government, you got people stealing billions of dollars. Nobody goes to jail, right? Just unbelievable. Me, I go 8 miles over the speed limit. I get pulled over. I tell the guy, I do everything right. How does a congressperson come into office making $164,000 a year, and 2 years later is worth $30 million? and no investigation. They don't confiscate things. I mean, come on. Because they're all in on it. Both sides. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Nothing. We have exactly. All right, there goes the oil, the gold right back up. You find all this fraud, all these NGOs, all this nonsense, and yet nobody goes to jail. And Tim Waltz is like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And nobody goes to jail. Like Pam Bondi, what are you doing? And anybody who talks about socialism should not be allowed to run. There should be only you want to. I mean, if you want to be able to run, you should have to profess capitalism. That's what this country is about. I had a young man here. I paid him, I think, what, 63, 58 or 63 or 65,000. And then he got to stay with me, live with me, because he was always late. And then next thing I know, I live 6 minutes from my office here. And after, that's about like $25,000 rent right here. And then next thing I know, after like 3 months, he says to me, well, I need to make more money. I said, what are you looking for? 150,000. I went like this. There's a door. So that's just my experience. All right. It's 9:50, and you know what that means? It's raffle time. Get in here, Jennifer. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Damn straight, I'd be a great president. What the hell is this? Dudu 12. Am I saying this right, Jennifer? Please tell me he's here right away. Dudu. Dudu 12. Gold Distraught Cabooshed. Dudu 12. I don't know. Next. Mr. 21. Mr. 21. Spectre Trading. Spectre Trading. Spectre Trading. Are you here? Congratulations. Next. Spectre Trading. That's 2. Roosevelt F1667. Roosevelt F1667. Come in. S&Ps, if you're short, look to cover between the 12.5 and 15.5. NASDAQ under 85 if you sold 95s. Let's go, J-Mans. Roosevelt F1667. Going once. Going twice. Next. A swing century. A swing century? Oh, my God. A swing century. A swing century. A swing century? Jennifer? Congratulations, Billy 3008. Billy 3008. Billy 3008. Jennifer, how many is that? That's 1. How many is that? 4? Congratulations, Billy. That's 4, Jennifer. What? Stock, Capital, Stoic, Capital, Stoic, Capital. I need a drink after this one. Stoic. Stoic, are you here? That's 4. Stoic, Capital, are you here? Stoic, going once. Jennifer, type quickly. Going twice. That's 5. Congratulations. Miss Valerie, 2727. Miss Valerie, congratulations. Can you imagine at the end of the day, after trading all day long, I got to come up with name. I got to read names. Miss Valerie here, congratulations. She's always here. She's always here. Congratulations, Miss Valerie. Quant Edge 12. That's not a bad name. What's going on in Texas, Jeff? Quant Edge 12. Quant Edge. I don't know why they all do that. Here. Quant Edge, a big storm coming. What, a tornado? Quant Edge. Tornadoes. Oh my God. Quant Edge going once, going twice. Next. Gold's getting cabooshed. Wow. Martin Schultz, M3C. Martin Schultz. Look at this gold drop. 13 off the high. Martin Schultz, M3C. Come in Manila. See here? Congratulations, Martin. That's 7. Gold's getting cabooshed. Randomness Killer. I remember him. Randomness Killer. Schultze, congratulations, my brother from down under. Randomness Killer. Randomness Killer. Oh, randomness. Randomness Killer. Oh, randomness. Next. Hey, SK Isaac. There you go, brother. Get in there. SK Isaac. Congratulations. Is he here? SK Isaac? Hey, congratulations. He's here. Next. Oh, my God. Get in there, Jennifer. This is the second time you won. Get in there, Jennifer. That's a good one. Get in there, Jennifer. Is he here? Get in there, Jennifer. Congratulations. That's 10. All right. Gold just got cabooshed off the highs. I told you the non-confirmations, right, pushing up there. So whoever was long, I hope they got out, and that's that. All right. It's 10 o'clock, everybody. I want to thank Denny. I want to thank Jennifer. I want to thank Aaron. And I want to thank all of you. Okay. MyFundedFutures is the best prop firm out here by far. Okay. Again, this Thursday from 10:30 to 11:30, I'll be on the MyFundedFutures TV. Also, tomorrow night from 8 to 10, and also Thursday from 8 to 10. All right. If anybody wants a 5-day free trial to my live stream, just text me, or if you want to talk about the markets, you can just text me your full name and email, 914-500-7484. I have a podcast every night, The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly, on my SK Trading YouTube. Be there, watch it. It's absolutely free. Free. All right. All right. Have a great night, everybody. God bless. God bless our troops. And as always, God bless the United States of America. Good night, Denny. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Charts scribbled like hieroglyphs, secrets in the mist. Candlesticks whisper, every wick got a twist. Fibonacci spiral, price dance in a trance. Pyramids of profits if you catch the right glance.
Inner circle move, shadows on the screen. Trading on the edge, chasing that dream. Cipher in the candles, fortune in the haze. The cipher in the riddle, money through the maze.
Liquidity hunts, snipers in the dark. Stop loss graves marked by the market shark. Order block sermons, preaching through the pain. Catch the ICT code, ride the profit train.